Hey folks, welcome to Rider Club Radio. I'm your host, Jeff.
And I'm Liam.
And this week we watched a show for children with paper-thin characters, two-dimensional in shape, with a ridiculous premise that only babies could like. Also, we watched Zyuohger.
Oh, I was gonna pick that up. I had the same...
We've start out this episode, let's talk about Kamen Rider Ghost number 18.
Okay, so this week on Kamen Rider Ghost number 18, Takeru and his buds are sitting around at the table, and they figure out that the reason why Newton keeps fucking off and running away to the swings is because he doesn't like Himiko. He and Himiko, they can't get along, and Takeru gets sucked inside of Himiko's icon, and Himiko tells him, you gotta... just don't fucking bring me near that guy ever again. I don't ever want to see him. And then Himiko takes Takeru to the Ganma world for a reason that is not explained or, brought up at all.
Is she the one who took him to the Ganma world? I thought that was just a fucking fluke.
Maybe it was a fluke. He just happened to be holding her when they went to the Ganma world.
I guess that's true. I mean, what's your face? Puppet. I forgot Puppet's name.
Puppet?
The Puppet. I forgot its name.
The what?
There's a puppet in this series. It floats around. It has
Urison.
an eye. Urison.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's a puppet.
Yeah.
Urison flies in and is like, oh, he went to a worse place. Tee-hee-hee. I'm thinking that the Sage and Urison had something to do with that shit.
Probably. While he's gone, before he gets back from the Ganma world, the knife guy gets back. This is the knife Ganma. Remember that guy from last week? I bet you were fucking missing him.
Yeah, I wished he would come back instantly.
Well, you got your wish. You must have loved this episode.
Kidding.
He's back and he's sending people to the Shadow Realm again, except this time he's Igor, and Igor takes an icon and turns into him because he's got a Mega U-loader as well.
A Magoo loader.
It's Mega U-loader.
It's a Mega U-loader.
Well, it doesn't say U-load, it says U-load.
It says Mega U-load.
We'll discuss this later.
Go ahead, though.
So the guy's back, and Akari and Onari are like, we'll deal with this again this time. I'm sure it'll go better than the last time. Akari sits to work, and she starts working on her gun. And Onari's like, what are you gonna do? And Akari's like, well, I'll make a thing, and I'll reverse the polarities, and I'll fucking hack a cookie into the database, and everything will be perfect. So she makes the gun right. And Takeru gets back, and he gets back, and then whatchamahoosem's Kamen is hanging out with Alain. It's Alain now, because the official romanization is out. It's not Aaron anymore, he's Alain.
We'll just call him Alan from now on.
I like Alan. They're clearly saying Alan.
Yeah, they're saying Aran-sama.
Yeah, Alan or Aaron.
Aran-sama.
Aaron, I don't know. I don't know what they were going for. But
we'll call him Alan.
Yeah, Kanon's hanging out with Alan, and she's like, Alan, do you know where my brother is? And Alan's like, no. And Kanon's like, you want to help me find him? And Alan's like, sure, but, don't get your hopes up. Don't, get upset if we lose him, or if we never find him, or maybe he's dead, so don't, just... And he looks around, and he sees all the people. He, looks at a bunch of couples, and he's like, maybe I should be a good guy in, 10, 15 episodes. I'll think about that again. But he doesn't have time to ponder it much, because Takeru shows up, and he's like, don't touch my friend's little sister, and they fight. And he calls in...
That's my job.
He calls in Spectre, the mind-controlled Spectre, if you remember that shit. And Kamen sees it all, and she's like, oh no, my best friend Alan is a dick. And she falls to her knees, and Alan runs away just when Takeru is about to get the upper hand. And they're just left there. It's really fucking awkward.
Well, wait a second. Makoto looks back at his little sister, and she's like, no, Oni-chan, please don't kill... I love you. And fucking Takeru, our soft-spoken, good-hearted hero, the greatest guy who ever was, pulls a gun out and fucking points it at the untransformed Alan, completely helpless, and fires on him. And Makoto jumps in front of it, and they teleport back to the Shadow Realm.
It's a very Tendo Soji moment. He finds the opportunity to just murder, and he's like, well, I'll take it. I mean, he's standing right there. Of course I'm going to shoot him.
Earlier in the series, we were jumping on Makoto's shit because he tried to shoot Takeru in the head with his rifle when he was untransformed.
What goes around comes around, apparently. you reap what you sow. So it's very awkward. Everyone's left, and Kamen is like, oh, well, I guess Alan's a dickhole after all. He's been found out.
Yeah, and then Takeru's like, let's go home. And it seems like the end of the episode. And
But there's more. Something else is happening.
Urison pops up and says, no, wait! There's a fucking plot in this episode! What are you doing?
There's a B plot. You have to fucking get involved. Akari and Onari, they arrive at the fog and they're fighting the knife Ganma, and it doesn't work. Akari tries to shoot, and she's like, this time it won't get thrown off by the magnetism. I got it this time. And she shoots it at him, and he just blocks it. He's like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah, it didn't get thrown off by the magnetism, though. And to give her credit.
That's, okay, we're one step ahead. We're one step up from last time. And he goes to kill her, and Onari takes the hit for her, which would be much more, what's the word I'm like? It's much more touching, much more, significant to the plot if it was, like, a thing that had a consequence. But he just gets hit, and his soul goes to the Shadow Realm and he falls down.
And Akari gives this nice little speech, or whatever. Nice little speech, quote unquote. And we're supposed to feel like the pride swelling in us or whatever, but then Onari getting the shit slashed out of him and his soul taken is just never addressed for the rest of the episode.
He's just fallen on the ground, and he lays there. And Akari shoots again, and this time the bullet is bigger and more colorful, so it goes right past the sword and it hits him in the chest. And he's like, how could you do that? And Takeru runs in and he's like, it's because she believed in herself. It's the human spirit.
Yeah, he's like, how could you do this? Why did this bullet hit when I didn't swing to stop it?
I blocked one. I don't have to fucking do any others.
It should just miss now, right?
So Takeru's like, there's a fog everywhere and it's extra strong now. Igor has also reversed the polarities and flipped it turnways, and the fog is also stronger. And he can't dispel it with Himiko. He has to combine the powers of science and magic. So, fucking scientist man, Newton, comes back, and he says, I'm ready. I can work with Himiko. I've decided to put my differences aside and work with...
He's voiced by Master Roshi.
He sounds like it. If we had voice recordings back in the 1700s, that's what you'd hear if you heard his name. Yeah.
He would speak with a terrible accent as well.
He would also speak perfect Japanese. Don't know that about him. So he puts them in the sunglass slasher and he swings it around and there's a nice little light show and all the fog goes away and then he just kills the shit out of the force, the sword guy, and the sword guy turns back into Igor and Igor escapes.
Yeah, Igor escapes very, very slowly.
I don't even remember how he gets away. I just know that he gets away.
He draws the eye in the air, and then he pulls his hand back, and then he puts it forward and touches the eye, and then he slowly transforms into an icon, and then he slowly floats through the eye. It was painfully slow.
Takeru's tired. He can't deal with that shit.
Takeru's like, I've done 2 fight scenes, that's it. That's all that's in my contract, I'm done.
You're gonna have to pay me more. So Igor escapes, and everybody's left there, and that's the end of the episode. So Jeff, what did you think of Kamen Rider Ghost 18?
Nah, whatever.
I guess that's a step up from last week. It was better. It was better than 17.
Yeah, I will say that for it. It was better than 17.
It's, I was disappointed with it. Somehow.
I will say I was disappointed with it. I thought that when we finally got the Makoto being brainwashed thing, that he would actually be brainwashed and, like, say some shit.
But he's not a character. He's just an empty shell now.
Yeah, now he's an empty shell.
Ooh!
Burn, fictional character.
Fuck you, writers.
No, but he just he doesn't even make any noise. He just is a suit. He's like a fucking crossover movie character. He doesn't talk, he just fights.
That's true. That's how he is.
He doesn't untransform, he just fights.
I think I was more disappointed with the Monster of the Week being just the sword guy again. I hated him so much in the first place. I hate that sword Ganma. Or the knife Ganma.
Technically it wasn't him.
Well, okay, but it's the same suit and the same powers, and it's just this cheap reason to bring him back.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to be Igor's thing. Like, he can turn into all the past monsters so they can have an excuse to reuse the suits. It's
what
smart.
What a genius move! I think that's half of Rider Club Radio is just, like, marveling at how cheap and resourceful Toei is.
They're amazing. They're so impressive with it. But we don't know. Maybe we'll see old Ganma. Maybe we'll see the astronaut Ganma come back. Who knows?
I can't wait to see the original Sword Ganma come back.
Oh boy, again.
He's my favorite.
What I hate so much about the Knife Ganma, what I hated about him last week, and what I hate more about him this week, and I kind of touched on it whenever I joked about the Shadow Realm, is if you're going to do violence in a show like this, do it or don't do it, right? Either have the villain have like a magic vacuum cleaner that sucks people's souls out or something, or have him just run people through with a sword, but don't give him a sword and have it when he slices people, it takes their soul, because that feels really cheap and stupid, and it looks incredibly dumb whenever it happens.
He's a scissors monster. He's not a sword monster.
He's a knife monster, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess he's a knife. He has like 700 pairs of scissors in his barber's smock, though.
He calls himself the Knife Ganma.
Yeah, he is the Knife Ganma. He's also Jackknife. He's a lot of things to
He's
a
a
lot
small
of people.
blade Ganma.
He's a lot of things to a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. But
He's a lot of saved money on making a new suit to Toei. Is what
one
he
episode's
is.
worth so far. We'll see how much mileage we can get out of him. I just can't stand that. I remember, because I'm watching early Heisei stuff right now, when people die by the, at least hundreds between the first episode and the very last episode. In Kuga, it's 1,000 fucking people.
Yeah, in Kuga, it's thousands.
In Kuga, it's a fuck zillion people. And even in Agito and Ryuki, people get killed. You find people dead bodies in trees and shit. And it just happens.
At the end of Kuga, the only people alive in Japan are the main cast. Everyone else has been murdered.
You don't see anybody behind them. Off screen is just abandoned streets. You don't know. But it's it's not that I want Toku to be violent all the time or dark or gritty all the time. I know it can be up and up, but it just looks, this fucking sword just looks so dumb. I hate it. Just have it go full. Just, if you're gonna have a thing, just steal souls, then just do that. Don't. They're trying to have their cake and eat it too with the stupid knife. I can't stand it.
You have a very strong opinion, sir.
I could take him for 1 week.
Yeah.
I can't take him for 2.
The Knife Gamma doesn't bother me that much. The fact that it seemed like story was going to happen again, but it didn't really.
Well,
that's what bugs me a lot.
Necrom
I guess we moved into the brainwashing plot. Everyone knows that Makoto's brainwashed now.
Thank God it's not some kind of trick. He shows up and Takeru's like, "No, what are you doing, Makoto? He turned evil." Canon, I'm so sorry. Your brother turned evil for some reason. They're not fucking around, at least. I appreciate that.
I feel like that would be if he spoke or something. If he, was like, "No, Alan's my best friend now, you punk bitch. Let's fight." And then Makoto came back and was like, "I'm sorry, Canon, your brother's an asshole." Yeah. I would be fine with that. But if he just showed up and silently fought, and then we had to deal with that for 6 episodes, I would shoot myself in a temple.
So far, the best thing about Ghost is what it's not doing.
Also, the worst thing about Ghost.
Yeah. Wow, what a multifaceted series. I like that we're getting a little more along with Necrom. He's gradually clawing his way towards becoming a hero, and you can see it bit by bit, so it's not going to feel
awkward.
Stupid.
It's awkward the way he's doing it, though. It's wow, all these people sure are existing. I should probably be a hero.
Well, it's he remembers the time when he sees the couples, and then he remembers the siblings, Kanon and Makoto.
Japan's weird as fuck about that, by the way.
But give me a second. He remembers them, and I guess he remembers how kind he was to them eventually. We still haven't seen any of that. We're just been told that he was kind to them, so we don't even fucking know.
I got a big kick out of one thing in this episode, though.
What? What was it?
When they walk down the stairs with Alan's sister, they're little tiny kids, and I was like, oh, we're gonna get to see little tiny Alan. And then it comes around and it's just the regular fucking actor standing there, and that was so jarring to me for a second. And then it just clicked. Wait, he's a fucking ghost.
Yeah, he's a ghost. He's 7,000 years old.
Of course he's gonna look that old. But for 1 second I was like, what the fuck? Could they not afford a third child?
Alan hasn't aged much in 10 years. He was actually 5 in that footage.
Well, he talks to the old lady who's apparently a recurring cast member.
She's back in the show. I thought she was just going to be in the Alan movie.
And she's like, I'm 75. And he's like, I'm twice as old, bitch. And also a recurring character I didn't think was a recurring character, the mailman.
The mailman is back. I was just thinking today, actually. I was like walking, going, doing my shit, and I was like, where's that mailman been? He kept like his thing was that he would show up and tell people a convenient thing
And
that they needed to go.
returned.
He would show up and he'd be like, hey, you gotta go here to advance the plot, and then he'd leave. And I was like, where's he been? And now he's back, and he's like, yo, Takeru, in order to advance the plot to the next stage, you have to find these two people, and then he leaves. So that sucks.
Takeru, you need to collect coconuts at the beach to unlock the next bounty.
Is
That
this
was a No More Heroes
Yeah,
reference.
okay. I love that game.
Anyway,
this episode was,
I legitimately love that game.
This episode was better than the last episode. There was some development. There was some nice character. Akari and Onari.
We're moving in the right direction.
Yeah. The show is sort of taking its first steps towards stuff. I still feel like the whole talking to the icons thing is tacked on.
Yeah.
Like, the plot has nothing to do with it. It just kind of happens in the middle or at the end. And it's like, they're just dealing with their own shit, and then an icon will pop out and be like, hey, I've been watching, and I'm really impressed. And then, okay, bye. See ya.
I'm really impressed with your bullshit, saying you believe in yourself a lot. I love
just
that.
Do that while they're all watching at once, and just get them all out of the way.
Takeru has got some fucking Goku syndrome going on now, where he's just not around when Ganma show up 90% of the time. Like, he's just fucking off somewhere, and a Ganma shows up, and they're like, oh god, what are we gonna do? We need to defeat the Ganma.
Oh no, Krillin and Gohan have to deal with it.
And they get their asses beat, and then he shows up, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking go Super Saiyan. Boost!
Yeah, holy shit. Fucking Akari and Onari look like Krillin and Gohan, too.
You're fucking right! Holy shit!
Jesus.
Oh my god.
We're peeling back layers here. We're onto your shit, John.
Oh no. Fucking... But yeah, he shows up. He's too powerful for the people they're fighting right now. Like, he's not too powerful for Necrom or Brainwash Spectre.
Yeah, but the thing is,
he's too powerful for the Ganma, so he has to show up late.
He's too powerful, and I don't know why. They have this new character, Igor, thrown in with, like, the express purpose that, I guess the Ganma are, like, advancing and doing more shit. Mm-hmm. And they could have him just be like, I'm really good at making Ganma. I'm making the new Ganma. They'll be twice as strong as the last time, or something. And you could still have even fights.
He needs to make the putties with the giant Z on their chests.
What? Is this a Power Rangers
That's
thing?
a Power Rangers reference.
Even when I was a kid, I didn't watch Power Rangers.
I see why you don't get into Super Sentai very much.
I was never... I don't think I've ever seen a single episode in my life. But
though.
That's neither here nor there. Well, actually, that's almost all I have to say about the episode. I have one more thing. Why is Himiko voiced by a man?
Yeah, that seems pretty disrespectful. I mean, I'm sure Himiko wasn't a real person either.
Probably. Well, like I said, I'm not going to claim to know shit about Japanese history, but at the very least, I'm sure she couldn't see the future. There's got to be some myth around her. But
so,
I don't...
Even if she doesn't exist, that's, like, fucked up. That would be like having Robin Hood show up, and then he's like, by the way, I don't actually have a dick. I just have the balls.
They could have taken any female cast member and said, put on a voice and record 5 lines, and I wouldn't have noticed. I don't know if anybody would have noticed. But
I think I have an idea of why.
What is your idea?
Because it is more acceptable for Takeru to transform into a man with a woman's voice than it is to transform into a woman's form.
In Japan, maybe? Kamen Rider is very boy-centric, I guess.
They're not going to be able to sell toys to boys if it's a lady.
I think the ship has sailed on Himiko. It's all pink and cute. You might as well go the full 9 yards with it.
I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to, like, sew up them loose ends a little bit. Like, try and catch the tail before it goes out the barn. That's a southern reference.
Yeah, I didn't understand it. Maybe all the spirits are voiced by the same person?
Maybe.
I never even guessed that. I didn't notice if it was the case. But maybe they just had to keep to that tradition so strong.
Maybe. I don't understand Japanese or read it, so I couldn't look it up.
Me neither. My grasp of English is tenuous enough as it is, but fuck Japanese.
But
Is that all we have to say about this episode?
I guess so. It seems like almost like this show is trying to get to the point where Akari and Onari prove themselves and actually become legitimately useful. Like
and that's great.
It's building towards that, but it never quite gets there. They always fail spectacularly in the end, so that Takeru can show up and go Super Saiyan and beat the monster.
Well, we've had, if you say you're building up to it, and I think you're right, because we've had, last episode we had Onari got one good hit in, and in this episode Akari got one good hit in.
I think that's
so
the
if
end
we can,
of it. I honestly do.
I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong with all my heart.
I've just never seen a Kamen Rider series where the human non-riders are legitimately useful. Besides...
Well, not recently.
Besides Kuga.
Yeah, I was just going to say Ichijo.
Yeah, Ichijo is the only human non-rider that has been useful since Taki Kazuya.
What about Tackle?
Tackle is non-human.
Tackle's a Kaizo Ningen.
She's also a Kamen Rider.
Yeah, she is, actually. Not officially.
Fuck off,
but...
Toei.
Yeah, so 11 out of 10. Fantastic episode. I loved it. Let's move on.
It's a 10 out of 10. It was alright.
Perfect in every way. I'm excited to see where it goes. It seems like the show is clawing itself out of the muck.
We'll see.
I pray.
We'll see. You can remain optimistic about that. I'm going to be a pessimistic asshole and say that it's probably going to stay about this level and dip down and up a little bit around it.
Well, I guess we'll see which of us is right in the coming weeks, months,
years.
Hope.
When does this show end?
I don't know, man. Some shows go on for like 53 episodes.
Oh, yeah, well.
Oh, boy.
Hope you strapped yourself in for some fucking Ghost good times.
Yeah, we're not even close to the end.
No, we're actually... The more I think about it, we're fairly close to the beginning.
Yeah, we're getting to the halfway point.
So, I mean...
We're moving there.
Anything could happen. The whole series could turn around. That's happened many a time in Kamen Rider.
They could pull a retool on us.
That would be
God
nuts.
knows how that would go. Yeah.
What if they retooled it into an actual spooky series?
Oh, is that even possible at this point without getting horrible tone whiplash?
I don't think they care about that, really. Like, look at Kabuto's tone whiplash.
Oh boy, yeah. The legendary one.
So I
Jesus
don't think they
Christ.
really give a shit about tone whiplash. If they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it.
If the whiplash is from the show being bad to being good, I'll take it.
Yeah.
If that's the extent of it.
I'm not sure if that's happened before. There was an obvious change between the first dozen episodes of Blade and the ones afterwards, but it wasn't like whiplash or anything. It was just like, all right, now the story starts.
Well.
But that's all I have to say about Ghost.
Same here. Jeff, did you watch Ju-Oger this week?
You bet your ass I did, sir.
And what did you think of it?
I actually really liked it.
Me too. Against all odds, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I didn't foresee you liking it, even when I was watching it. I knew you were gonna fucking love all the really cheap-ass animal costumes. In Juland.
When I first started, I started it up, I said, oh my god, Ju-Ranger's here. I'm not optimistic for it.
Ju-Ranger?
Ju-Oger. It's one syllable is different, motherfucker. Every time. One of these days I'm going to download an episode and be like, why did the video quality suddenly go to shit? Why is the main character suddenly named Geki? It's going to get that far.
Wait.
I downloaded Ju-Oger, and I was... At first I was like, it's really fast-paced, the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
It's
all
got
Sentai is.
Yeah, it's got the thing where, like, you gotta set up everything episode 1. You can't stretch it out at all. So it's like, here's the main character, and then he's got a cube, and then he gets sucked in, and then there's aliens, and then there's more aliens, and then there's fucking animal people, and then he goes back, and then the animal people got the cube, and it's like, holy shit, it's like 20 minutes, and my brain is exploding.
Yeah.
But the moment he goes to Ju-Land, he lands, and everybody's arguing and shit, and there's these people in white robes who have horse faces, and they're like jerking their heads around really goofy, and that was the minute where, like, I'm in with this series. I'm gonna watch episode 2. I'm not dropping it yet.
The moment I was in was when they're walking through the market, and it pans around and shows all the fucking horrible dog masks with, like, wigs on, and
The pug
my
Juman.
God.
The pug person with the pet dog was the fucking...
I also love an elephant riding on an elephant.
Yeah. What is the world like in Jewland? Is it like if you're a full animal, you're an animal, but if you're like a half animal, you're treated like a person? Like,
yeah, I guess so. It's it's like if you had a pet like chimp.
That's true. They're like half people.
Yeah. Humans are animals too.
That's the thing. Other than the pace, I did not just like this show because it had funny special effects and goofy suits. I really liked the cast. I was really attached to the whole cast, not even just the Red. You have the really quick, like, he's a good guy, he's a risk taker. He's
kind of a doof, but not overbearingly.
Yeah, he is Heisei protagonist stock number 1, the good-hearted goofball.
And I like that stock, as long as it's not too goofy.
Yeah, exactly. There's a right way and a wrong way. He puts himself in danger a lot to do the right thing, and he becomes an eagle, and he's very cool looking. I hate to be one of those people, but the suits are kind of growing on me.
You know, I thought I was gonna have to be the one to say that. Like, I still will make fun of the graphic tees until the end of time, but I remember distinctly we both agreed that those helmets are awesome.
Yes.
And I'm even starting to change my mind about the Green Ranger's helmet.
Yeah, I like the individual eyes that are split up by the trunk. I always liked that.
I didn't like it to begin with, but I do now. But, you know, what I didn't expect is that Lion immediately became my favorite character, Leo.
Really? You like Lion?
Yeah, I think he's great. He's, like, so, like, boisterous and loud. And
Can you guess which Ranger is my favorite?
Considering your love for edgelords and the way this episode ended, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Tusk is your favorite.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Winner, chicken dinner. I like Tusk. He's, I don't like Sentai when it's just everybody's working together and happy. I like having the Joe the Condor, who's like, oh, I don't follow orders well, I'm gonna split off and I'm Wolverine, I fucking do my own thing.
Yeah.
There's always got to be that one guy, and I think he adds a little bit of flavor. So I'm glad there is the Elephant Man there.
Yeah, I like Leo. I especially like when he turns into a human and he looks fucking ridiculous.
He's got the dreads, the huge blonde dreadlocks. Oh my god.
I thought his helmet was the dumbest besides the elephant, but I actually really like it now that I've seen it in motion.
Yeah, I'll concede that it's probably my least favorite helmet. It looks like you're looking at the sun.
The elephant.
Oh, the elephant. I'm talking about the lion.
Yeah, the elephant is my least favorite helmet.
Wow, you're fucked up. I like it.
It's not as good as the others. The best helmet is actually Shark.
Oh yeah, the best suit in
Sayla,
general.
I think is her name.
I don't know. I didn't learn any of their names.
Yeah.
The Shark Girl.
Yeah, who looks very much like a shark when she's a human.
The actress's face has a shark-like quality.
Like she's got these really sharp, like, beady eyes.
Yeah, her eyes are like, they come to like blades on the end.
Yeah, her teeth are fucked up, too.
That was the audition. They're like, step forward, just show me your teeth. Okay, you're hired. Get in there.
Can you open up metal containers with your mouth?
And it's weird because like nobody else, like I wouldn't say Leo has a particularly lionish face or anything like that, but she just looks like a shark.
I was actually kind of shocked when they did like the little transformations into their human forms, and it's like, oh, Leo looks like this, and Tusk looks like this, and here's Sella, and I was like, what the fuck? She didn't transform all the way.
She's like, oh god, her cube is broken.
Panther or Tiger Girl.
The Genki white girl.
She's a cutie pie.
Yeah, she's alright.
That's what she's there for. But
I think the Shark Girl is better looking. Actually,
she's actually a cutie too.
Yeah.
She could go swimming in my pool any day.
Oh, Sentai always has like the cute girl and then like the one who's not supposed to be as cute, who's
the
like
one
the
who's
tactical
like
one.
serious. There's like
she's always the better one.
The cute
latter.
Genki one, and then like the serious tough girl.
Yeah. But the latter one is always the better one.
If there's a goofy ass character in Sentai, that's usually my favorite. Or if the Red is like a complete fucking badass, he's my favorite.
Yeah, well, he's not a badass yet, at least.
No.
He's just kind of
and he's cool.
He's a goofball.
I like him. He's probably my second favorite of them.
Yeah. He's cool. I like that he's not a weird animal person. He's just a normal guy.
Yeah, and I think I think it's really cool that he got his cube from what is obviously the actual eagle Juman.
Juman.
Yeah.
He got his cube from Kaiser.
Yeah, Kaiser, the Eagleman.
That's Kaiser.
Yeah, Eagleman.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if he's gonna ever turn into a human with the power of the cube, and then we'll get to see his real face.
Oh my god. They should have got him to play Shark.
Oh.
But fucking Eagleman is obviously gonna be like Duo the World.
Oh, you think that bird guy is gonna turn into Duo the World?
Yeah, because he picks up Cube in the darkness.
Does he?
Yeah.
Shit, but the Duo the World uses a flashlight, though.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, well.
None of this matters.
As
a matter
trip.
of fact, I thought the cube thing was going to be dumb as fuck. But I actually think the, Duo robot.
Oh, the Duo... I don't know what it's called. The robot. It's the robot.
Yeah, the giant robot actually looks pretty cool.
It looks better than... It's like a unique design. It's not like last year where it's like it's a samurai and it's just that's it.
Yeah.
Like you can look at it and you
samurai with a dude in its chest.
Yeah, you can look at the design and like top to bottom you can instantly say, oh, this is Zyuohger. It's got like the sort of cube-ish design on it. Which
My
is
only
cool.
problem with it is that the guy in the suit can barely move and it's really obvious.
I think that's just a Sentai mech problem.
He's made out of cubes. You can't fucking move when you're wearing giant boxes all over you.
Can you imagine being the guy who wore the train robot suit? Where just your whole fucking body is segments and you have big biscuit dough hands and you can't articulate.
Talk about a giant mech that fucking sucks. Tokyo is awful.
Oh god, Tokyo.
It did have a giant train dick though, so it's got that going.
Yeah, that redeems it mostly.
I found it funny that the giant mech is made out of eagle, shark, and lion, not panther.
Not panther.
Eagle, shark, lion.
Lion.
It's different.
That's the fucking thing of the roll call too. They're like, eagle, shark, lion.
Well, I don't think it's because Panther touched where he wasn't supposed to touch. I think it's because if they would have had Panther, there would have been nothing to visually distinguish it from Tiger.
Yeah, that's true.
So he became Lion.
You could have just had Tiger be Panther.
Whatever.
It ended this way. I didn't
they needed Tiger, so they had somebody from a cold environment.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't like how they do the pose while they're already transformed, and then they get like big ridiculous claws or like huge feet. The shark one looks cool. The eagle one looks cool. All the others look fucking dumb.
Oh yeah.
Oh
the
my
eagle
God.
one and shark one are fine. The giant fake hands and the giant fake elephant feet are god awful.
The hands look bad, and two of them have them just straight copy pasted.
They have the same one. That's what I was thinking. Like, shouldn't they have something different?
Nope. Fuck you.
Couldn't like Lion have like a big lion's head that he bites with or something?
That would be even worse, I think.
It already looks dumb as fuck. You might as well go the whole 9 yards.
I'd give one of them a tail. Like maybe a tail that's got like a sword on the end of it or something.
Whatever.
Get something,
I
whatever.
love Red's giant segmented whip sword.
Yeah, that thing's cool.
Thought that was fucking sick.
I like that they get into a fight and the big conflict in the fight is, oh shit, they can fly. I can't fly.
That was actually really well done.
And then you have the big hero entrance that sets up the red guy. And I love the setup of the main character being just the normal guy who's like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? While everybody else is like in it. They all understand and do this shit all the time. And the red guy is your anchor.
Yeah.
I like that formula.
That was really nicely done. It's also fun because even though the like humans know more than the main character does, they still don't know what the fuck is up with these aliens.
Yeah.
So they have to deal with the same thing.
Yeah, it's just a good setup all around for a good show. Hopefully they run somewhere good with it.
Yeah. The aliens are video game themed.
Yeah,
apparently.
I was wondering, I thought when I saw the pixely robot, I was like, is there a video game theme? But then it was a blocks theme, but then I watched the show and they're like, give them a continue with this coin, and they put it in a slot, and that makes them giant, makes the guys conveniently giant so you can pull out the toys.
Of course.
Of course. But
this is going to be very episodic, as all Super Sentai is. So
yeah.
prepare yourself for that when you keep watching.
well, yeah, I know how Sentai is. But yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to keep watching the show.
Too.
I want to see where it goes.
It's been a while since I watched a first episode of a Sentai, and I liked all the characters immediately.
Yeah, I give a fuck. So I guess the new Toei effect is in full force.
Yeah. That's the craziest thing, is that I'm proven right yet again.
My god. Jeff was right again. Somebody start writing these down.
That's 2. We'll see if Ghost gets any better. I'm hoping.
Yeah, if Ghost can get to even this level of quality, I will be happy.
Yeah. It's weird. It was so fast. Everything was thrown at you like a million miles per hour. All these characters are introduced, and you feel like you got a little bit of whiplash, but you still come out of it enjoying and you want to see more.
I was satisfied in the end. I would have been more satisfied if it was 2 episodes to do all this.
Yeah.
Because they introduced everything here. But you know what? When I was done with the episode, I was on board. I liked it.
I can't wait to see all the characters goofing around in their human forms.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I can't wait for the inevitable arc where they have to do some mundane human thing and they don't know how to do it. And then
they all have to get jobs.
That happened in Jew Ranger.
Yeah, it did. That was a really good arc.
So many connections all over the Sentai.
So here's hoping that Zyuohger turns out to be as good as we're hyping it up to be.
So that's the Super Sentai second that went on for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, enjoy that. Mostly Super Sentai episode of Rider Club Radio.
You want to just make it change the fucking... You want to just be the Super Sentai second?
If Ghost continues the way it's going...
No, that was a joke. We're a Rider podcast first.
Yeah.
We don't abandon...
We are Rider Club Radio forever.
Forever.
Until we get sick of it.
Yeah, I guess.
So like 4 or 5 more episodes. That was a joke. Please don't write in.
We're one bad week away from just throwing this shit down.
One bad week. We're on bad week 52.
Wah, wah.
So do we have any news this week?
Yeah, the Kamen Rider 1 movie got another TV ad. And you get to see more of the big bulky-ass suit in action.
Oh boy.
Still doesn't look good.
Nope.
It doesn't really have any new information. It's just, here's Shocker's up to their old tricks again. And here's the suit. And yeah, that's it. There's nothing in there. But it's a cool trailer.
That's it?
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds long.
Oh gosh.
So you can check that out and take a look at it and remember it.
Remember it forever, like you do all the other crossover movies.
Oh yeah. Totally don't just garbage them out of your mind after a day.
No, I totally remember what happened in all of them, and they don't all seem like the same movie to me.
The only one I remember with any accuracy is probably Heisei vs. Showa, and that's because we did a dumb thing about it.
Yeah, I guess I remember, like, Movie Wars GP.
Oh, yeah.
But that just happened.
I didn't remember Movie Wars GP. You just pulled it out of the banks of my memory right now.
I'm sorry.
It's back to the forefront now. What did you do?
Let's all go to Rider Town. It's good writing.
You know what? I'm not going to get back into Kamen Rider 4 and Movie Wars GP. Kamen Rider 3, Movie Wars GP.
I still haven't seen those Rider 4 specials.
No, me neither. We should watch those sometime this week.
We should. We could actually talk about them on our stupid podcast.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh shit, we're doing it right now.
Did you see all these scans and reveals that got put up this week?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm going to show them to you right now.
Okay.
Because Grateful Souls design got published.
Oh no.
And the Deep Spectre and Infinite Icons got published.
I feel like I'm getting spoiled for shit I don't care about. I mean, shit I love.
You love with all your fucking heart, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Let's get Jeff's live reaction. Get ready, everyone.
Let's find out together how oh my god.
Ghost sure's got some good suits, am I right?
Oh my god.
I don't think it's that bad, honestly. I kind of like it.
Without that helmet, it would be fine.
No, I like the helmet. Fuck you.
I think the helmet's a piece of fucking shit.
No, it's a flare upwards. It doesn't look as good as it could, but it's
a flare like when your fucking hemorrhoids flare up, maybe. It's a piece of shit.
It's a fine helmet. I like it's Ryoma's helmet, I think, or like something not unlike it.
It's the garbage man's helmet made out of refuse. That's what it is. The rest of it's actually kind of nice. I like the like pointed shoulder pauldrons, like the rounded point type.
The shoulders are cool, and the chest plate, which I assume displays whatever soul you're using.
Yeah.
At the time, is pretty cool looking. That, like,
he's obviously going to have all the powers.
Yeah, that's been confirmed.
The ghost souls.
You get all the new powers.
My favorite.
I really think that's a fucking cheap thing, but how do you think he's gonna get this Icon Driver G or something? I think it's called the Icon Driver.
His dad comes back to life and sacrifices himself again. He finds it in a closet somewhere.
You joke about that, but I wonder if this is gonna be part of another one of those, your 99 days are up, and here's this thing to give you a third set of 99 days.
Oh, please, no.
I don't know, the days are progressing a lot slower this time, so who knows? I doubt it.
That was, like, my immediate reaction I feel bad about, because it's really not that bad, but that helmet is fucking atrocious, buddy.
I don't agree. I like the helmet. If the helmet wasn't bright blue, if it didn't clash so much with the rest of the costume...
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
If it didn't clash so bad with the rest of the costume, it might look better.
If it was black, I would like it instead of blue.
But if it was like black and that same gold color...
Yeah.
That would be a lot better. But as it stands now, it just looks like he put on somebody's hat. He's like, haha, look at me, I'm wearing Makoto's hat.
Maybe that's the plot arc.
Maybe.
Take a look at this. That leaked Infinity icon that we talked about last week was fucking real.
Oh, it's so mad. Deep Spectre is so mad.
Deep Spectre is an icon, but he's angry.
He's so fucking pissed, dude.
He's been forced to watch Ghost.
That's fucked up. Yeah, Infinity Icon is real.
That is
I can't believe it.
That is so dumb. It looks so dumb.
You know, it just has glitter all over it, is what it is.
It
looks like the platform shoes from back in the 70s that had fish in them. The water and fish and filled with bubbles and shit.
Yeah.
If it's actually full of fish and water, I think it'll be awesome.
It's not at all.
Oh.
It looks like... It for those of you wondering, if you're looking at it, if you put that thing into the Icon Driver, or into the Ghost Driver, it does indeed have the giant infinity symbol sticking out of the top. Constantly lit up red forever. So you can have that image.
It's dumb as fuck.
Oh, it's dumb as fuck. And you can kind of get an idea of what the faceplate's gonna look at. From, like, you can look at the center there. You can see when it's flipped once. So you have, like, a vague idea of what this design is going to be about. I'm really glad the final form isn't just going to be all the ghosts, just like it was with Drive and Gaim. The final form is going to be... Well, that's, fucking Grateful Soul is all the ghosts. The final form's got to be something different, right? Please, Christ. Toei, don't fuck me.
The final form is just Grateful Soul, but with this shit sticking out of it.
A big infinity instead of the helmet. I could deal with that.
It might be better, actually.
Oh, buddy. Them's fighting words. I think you're hung up on that helmet. It's not that bad.
It's not like the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not like Type Technic.
No, God, nothing is Type Technic.
It's not Forza Meteor States.
Don't speak those words.
It's alright. I don't like it.
I get a real kick out of super angry Deep Spectre, though.
I do too. Like, I wasn't even fucking paying attention to the Infinity icon.
Because it's like, all it is the plastic opening that shows the little sticker. Just has the little, it's like pulled down a little so it looks like it's pissed off. Maybe, do you think this means Spectre's gonna turn legit evil in a little bit?
I don't know. His whole thing is that he's been angry.
Is he gonna pull a Sasuke and just, like, turn on everyone for no fucking reason?
Who?
A Sasuke Uchiha from the Naruto manga.
That's my favorite.
It's my favorite as well.
I fucking love that icon, dude. I might get that icon, actually.
Get 2 of them and, like, wear them on your face when you're pissed off at someone.
Go to a job interview with those things taped to my head.
They'll be so intimidated they have to give it to you.
I'll just lean over at them the whole time, like, what's this job pay? What'd you say? Did you say 15 an hour? Is that what you said? 20 an hour. Whatever, man.
I'll throw your shit into the hell world. Look at these scans. Nothing about them is new except there's a picture, some outlines of Deep Spectre and Infinity Soul.
Deep Spectre looks like Rising Ultimate Kuga.
I was just gonna say, he looks like Edgemaster Extreme.
He's got like antlers. He doesn't even have horns anymore.
He's got horns coming out of his horns. It's far too much.
Why?
Because he's deep.
He's so spiky.
Yeah, so here's the callouts. I dug them up from last week's news post. We didn't talk about them because I don't think they were out when we were recording, but here they are now. So the fucking Deep Spectre says Extreme Grand Awakening. Deep Spectre Giga Omega Drive when he does his final.
Giga Super Omega Tournament Fighter 4.
HD remix.
Fucking hell.
Deep Spectre Giga Omega Drive sounds a little bit too much.
Deep Spectre Mega Giga Ultimate. It sounds like a fucking, like, Mr. Satan move, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, just before he punches you with no effect. The Infinite Soul, all of its attacks are based on emotions. It's got Anger Slash, Courage Shoot, Fun Strike, Love Bomber, Joy Stream, Grief Break, and Faith Impact.
Man, we all know that Americans love Courage Shoot.
If you look down at the bottom of those last pictures I sent you, do you see the icon that says 45 on it?
Yes.
That is the 45th Kamen Rider anniversary icon. It lets you turn into Rider 1 hoodie, which hopefully doesn't look awful, and it lets you turn into the mysterious left form.
You know what? If I had an idea of what the left one is, I would say the one on the right is Rider 1 Arms, and that's Takeru. And the one on the left is Rider 2 Arms, and that's Makoto.
Maybe. That doesn't look... see, the thing is the plate on it. You see the little icon? Rider 1 Arms looks exactly like Rider 1's helmet, but the one on the left doesn't look anything like any Rider's helmet I ever saw.
I can't fucking see it. It's so small.
Zoom in there. It looks like a...
Oh, it's just the Rider symbol. It's like the Kamen Rider symbol with the motorcycle behind it and the R.
I don't see that. I see, like, Kuga-looking runes in there.
I don't see that shit. I
Dude.
see the Kamen Rider 1 R.
I bet everybody's enjoying us, like, smashing our faces up against our computer screens trying to make out these tiny scans from a children's toy magazine in Japan.
This is what our lives have come to.
We're gonna get official information on that left form in about 30 minutes, I'd say, when we're encoding our audio and shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can look forward to that next week.
We got the hottest news from a fucking week ago on Rider Club Radio. Hopefully no one gets their Rider news from us.
Oh god, no, I just talk about them
sad.
for shits and gigs.
What we learned this week is that if you want to know all the hottest news about Kamen Rider, then wait a fucking week and listen to Rider Club Radio.
Or you could just go to Tokunet.
Don't tell people that exists.
Fuck. No one can know about Tokunet. Oh shit, they gotta learn all their news from us.
I'm sure Tokunet isn't taking a fucking hit on Rider Club Radio.
We're stealing all their clicks. Watch out, you fuckers.
Is there any more news?
That's it for news.
You got anything else on the pike here? Or?
Pick 3 figures from history to be your ghost hoodies.
Oh my god! You already have an answer for this, don't you?
I've been thinking about this for fucking like 4 days now, but what do you
Go
got?
right ahead.
Okay, I want Napoleon. I know that's already existing,
Yeah.
but I really would want Napoleon.
Mm-hmm.
I would want Billy Bishop, the ace World War I pilot, Canadian guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I would want Geronimo.
Oh, those are good. What would they do?
I don't know. Geronimo would have a rifle. He would be the rifle form.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Bishop would fly or something. He would have he would fly, and maybe he would have a plane, and his final attack would be that he shoots you with a plane machine gun or something. Like he flies around and
all
shoots
these
your
forms
ship.
are guns.
Oh,
Why
it's
can't
all
the
gun
writers
form.
come up with anything new?
Napoleon would command cannons with his brain. That's
There
my
we go.
idea. I don't know what the actual icon's going to turn out. If you're watching this after Napoleon's been revealed and he turns out he shoots cannons, then I'm psychic. But
Then they have literally taken the entire series from Rider Club Radio.
yeah, that could be the finisher, the Dai Kaigan. He hits the thing and like a million ghostly cannons appear behind him, and then you lower your arm and it's like just like a fucking Kamen Rider Zolda's finisher where you just
that'd
blast
be
your
pretty
shit.
boss.
That would be my idea. Those would be my 3. What about you, Jeff? You got anything?
Okay. Number 1, I would choose Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, that's good. It's a good one.
I know it already exists as a game mode, but it would be an icon.
Yeah,
and it would have a staff, like a bow staff, with a brush at the end.
Yeah.
And I would be able to like create swipes of paint to attack.
That sounds cool.
And that'd be pretty neato. And my second form would be George Washington.
Of course, you fucking American.
You fucking know it, buddy.
George Washington versus Napoleon.
Hell yeah, it'd be George Washington, and it would be my rifle form.
Okay.
And I'd have a powdered wig on top of my hood.
That would be, you know how a lot of the hoods have like a thing on top of it, like the samurai sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have the powdered wig. Even though I read a thing the other day that said George Washington was one of the few people of his day that didn't actually have a powdered wig.
Really?
He powdered his own hair.
I heard George Washington's hair was made of wood.
That's true.
Yeah.
Everything about him was made of wood. He
True.
was a wooden man.
True history facts. George Washington was a tree.
He's the tree our great nation was built from.
What about the third one?
The third one is where I get tripped up a little bit. That's a tough one. I think I might have my third one be a sword form, and it be Joan of Arc.
Oh, that's a good choice.
And it would be like a sword form with like a fire theme.
That's pretty, yeah, because she got burned.
She got burned at the stake.
How deliciously ironic.
Or maybe instead of a fire theme, it would be like a holy theme.
Ah, yeah,
Because she could
that's
hear
true.
God's voice.
Yeah. You could vanquish the ghosts and make them all go to heaven instead of hell.
Whatever.
Whatever.
But I'd get to have a cool armor hoodie.
That's true. Yeah, you get like knight armor out of it.
That'd be boss as fuck. I think Joan of Arc is where I'm gonna go. Or wait.
Oh?
I got one that's better. I got Leonardo da Vinci.
Okay.
I got George Washington.
Okay.
My third form would be King Arthur.
Ooh, yeah. Wait, wasn't King Arthur a myth?
Yes. So was
I
Robin
guess
Hood.
it doesn't fucking matter. Just like Robin Hood, yeah.
That's what made me realize that it would be King Arthur. I'd have the shining armor, and I would have Excalibur.
Okay, if we're picking mythical characters, I want Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo, my 3.
Okay, well, you're gonna have a very pigeonholed power set here.
Wait, no, I'm changing Napoleon. I want Cao Cao.
Do you?
Yeah.
Alright,
He's
I'm cool with that.
I don't know. I'll just take 4.
You would drop Napoleon for that?
I don't know. Maybe I'd drop Geronimo for Cao Cao. Drop a gun form for a sword form.
Maybe.
Oh, this is a tough one.
It is a tough one. I would also like one, if we're doing mythical people, actually, no, I want one based on Bruce Lee.
Oh, yeah. There's a fan Bruce Lee form.
Yeah, there's a fan Bruce Lee form that has, like, a more fan art than the actual show Ghost
Yeah.
of people making it. It's
Because the
fucking
design is so
sweet.
Yeah, it's such a good design. I'll post that. I actually have it saved on my computer. I'll post the
Yeah,
design.
post that so I can save it on my computer. That's my form. I call that shit.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's my 3. Napoleon, Billy Bishop, Cao Cao. That's gonna be my 3. That's my decision.
George Washington, Leonardo da Vinci, Bruce Lee.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Those
Which
are
one
mine.
would be your base form if you had to pick one? As like
If I
your
had
basic,
to pick one for base,
your Musashi, your
Bruce
go-to.
Lee.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
What would your base be?
Napoleon,
Of course.
of course,
Of course, too
Napoleon's-
bad Napoleon can't handle these nunchaku.
because he's a big dictator just like me.
Yeah, it's true. Now that people have sat and listened to us fucking write fan fiction for 10 minutes, self-insert fan fiction.
Well, it's fun to think about, like, because it's set up that way, yeah, and everyone has like a historical figure that they like, even if they don't know anything about history.
I would also be Kamen Rider Phantom.
Oh, that's the obvious choice, you fucker.
Yeah, also like Kamen Rider Geist. For
Geist
like
is good.
Poltergeist.
Yeah.
That sounds like an edgelord, though, so you can have that.
I'll take that one.
Now we have 2 sets of fucking fan riders.
Let's just do one for every season from here on.
You know what? We didn't do one for Drive, but we'll do them from now on, motherfuckers.
Please wait 1 year for the next set.
Actually, write in and tell us what your historical icons would be. I want to hear that shit.
Yeah, we'll take non-questions this week. Describe what the weapon would be and what it would look like and
as
shit.
As long as it's cool, we might talk about it. Send that to riderclubradio@gmail.com.
Yeah, or you can tweet it at riderclubradio or Twitter.
Yeah, we can talk to you about it then. We can work out some cool ideas, and then we can steal them and sell them to Toei. I mean, talk
Toei,
about them.
We steal them from you. Toei steals them from us. And eventually they get on TV.
We haven't seen one royalty check from this shit.
I even called the show Kamen Rider Ghost.
Yeah.
And they fucking took it from me.
Liam should be getting fucking royalty checks signed by John Toei himself at this point.
Okay, I think that's it for the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Tune in next week where we'll do the same exact shit.
If you liked it, I guess that's a good thing.
Actually...
What?
I want to tell everybody to come by the Rider Club Sync Tube this Saturday. We're at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We're going to be 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be watching Space Sheriff Scheider, the final Space Sheriff trilogy movie.
We're going to be finishing Scheider off?
We are going to be finishing it off. Not from underwater this time.
I make no promises, but I'll try to get the version above ground.
Oh, I've actually got it...
you got it?
I've got it hard subbed.
Oh, thank Christ. Thank God. I don't want to fucking deal with that again.
No. It sucks balls. It sucks, but it sure is fucking fun just hanging out watching movies with you guys.
As long as you have videos and some people and there's a fun time. So come down to the stream, into the sync tube.
Yeah, this Saturday. I'll be throwing up some advertisements, 8 p.m. Eastern this Saturday at the Rider Club Radio Sync Tube.
February 20th.
Yeah, February 20th, not the week you hear this if you're watching it next year.
Someone's gonna be coming here February 20th, 2028. Where's the movie?
I've just finished Ghost, guys. Where's the movie? No, we're going to be watching Space Sheriff Scheider. You don't really need to have seen Gavon or Sherivan in order to see Scheider. It recaps them real quick at the beginning.
Yeah.
The major plot point that carries throughout them is so, like, quick at the end and beginning of each.
It's just like a gang in a mind control video is the only thing, right? That keeps going? Yeah.
There's like a mind control video that's turning people into space mafia.
I hear Scheider is fun and not like a horrible, depressing gore fest like Sherivan was.
Sherivan was violent and had sad parts.
Sherivan was full of hate and drugs and stabbing and blood.
Drugs actually saved the day in Sherivan.
Betrayal.
Scheider is goofy as holy fuck. It has a cool story behind it, but it's goofy as shit.
Yeah, it's probably a fun time. I'm going to be watching it for the first time, so...
Yeah. So, we'll be watching that. We might have some more stuff for you guys to watch, so stop by the sync tube.
There's going to be random videos, as usual, so...
There will be no Blade memes.
No, we did it once. Once is enough.
We did it that one time, and I already feel like I sold my soul to the fucking devil.
Jeff hasn't dedicated himself to memes as well as I have. He doesn't know.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Rider Club Radio is canceled.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Wait, see you next week. It's not canceled. Don't.
See you next week. Please stop writing in asking if we're canceling it.
Goodbye.